Make sure you guys go to angeliccrown.com. Don't forget to check out the website. We do have lashes, we do have bundles, closures, wigs, frontals, everything. Everything that you need. I am currently rocking the deep wig, 22 inch, but it is flat ironed. So, ooh. Ow, 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 ow. Just slammed my finger. So yeah, make sure you guys go check out angeliccrown.com.
Money.
Thank you, angels, for clicking on this video. I know in my last video I said I wanted to be about the struggles of being a single mom, but I kind of want to give my story and later tell you guys the struggle, or give you the story and then give you the struggle. But yeah, so I am a single mom. I have a 2-year-old. Her name is London. Here's a picture of her. But she is the joy of my life, to be honest. Besides all of the riffraff that she gives me, she really is a joy to have, and I don't know what I would do without her. But a little background of the story of how I conceived my daughter. I got pregnant at age 22. My sister, she was having a wedding down in my hometown, Carbondale, Illinois. If y'all know where that's at, put a thumbs up down below. I want to know if y'all know where Carbondale is at. If you don't know where Carbondale is at, it's at the bottom of Illinois. And that's where I'm originally from. But yes, my sister, she was having a wedding, and I was in school at the time. I was going to Illinois State University, and I left school early. I had this guy that I was dealing with on and off for a very long time, for like 9 years. So to speak, kind of like my high school sweetheart, but yeah, there's that. So when I went into town, I definitely spent some time with him, and yeah, that's how I conceived London. I knew right away that I was pregnant after we got done. I told him I was ovulating, and that I was like, there's a big chance that I'm pregnant. And I did want to take a plan B, but at the time I knew I can get it from my school, through my school's insurance, because going to Illinois State, they give you insurance. So I was like, okay, when I get back to school, I'm gonna take it, but at that time it was too late. So I took it that following Monday, and yeah, I still ended up pregnant. I guess they give you 72 hours, and yeah, it's past that mark. But yeah, little did I know I could have used that same insurance at Walgreens. So guys, if you're not protecting yourselves, which I do encourage, or if there's a slip up, things happen. If you want to end up taking a plan B, you can get plan Bs through your insurance at Walgreens. They do plan Bs 3 times a year. Once you read that third one, you can't get any more through your insurance, but you can get plan Bs through your insurance. So you could definitely take in that. Giving birth. I had a pretty peaceful pregnancy. I did have gestational diabetes during my pregnancy, which is kind of like, where you have to just monitor. I did the where I monitor what I ate, or if I ate a cake, I would run around the table 100 times. But definitely monitoring and doing the little stick pin to check my rates after I ate, which I did. I did a really good job. I actually lost a lot of weight. I laying down in the middle of the night, I was asleep. She dropped down to she dropped all the way down. So I thought I was gonna give birth in my bed. So I instantly went to the hospital. My great grandmother was in town at the time, so me and her went to the hospital. And they told me to walk around for a bit, that she wasn't coming. So I ended up getting sent home, and I got home around midday. But I just couldn't go to sleep, so I was just like, oh my gosh, at that time I'm like, she's coming. Like, she just let me know, like, get prepared, mommy, I'm coming. So I went home, I was cleaning up, and I felt the contraction, and I was like, I didn't want my grandparents to take off of work if I was living with my grandparents at the time. I didn't want them to take off of work if, I was going to get sent home again. So I was just like, Lord, let me know if I'm really, like, if it's really time. He sent that contraction right then and there. As soon as I finished my prayer, he sent it right then and there. I said, oh, okay. All right, Lord, let's go. So I went into my grandma and grandpa's room, and I whispered, my grandpa sleeps by the door, and then my grandma sleeps on the other side. I whispered to my grandpa, and I was like, Grandpa, I think I need to go to the hospital. It was so funny, because my grandma was like, hospital? What? We gotta go to the hospital? So she instantly hopped up, and she was like, okay, we gotta do this, we gotta do that. It was so funny. I was like, okay, I need to brush my teeth. I need to get prepared. And I was like really calm. And to be honest, like my grandmother was like the person that you would see in the movies. The guy who's just like ripping and running, don't know what to do, like just so excited. But yeah, so that was just a funny moment. Which I will tell that story over and over again. I can't wait till London gets old enough to know that story. But my grandmother, she was like running through the house. I was like, Grandma, I'm okay, I'm calm. I was brushing my teeth. And yeah, so we got into the car. It was my grandmother, she started the car, she was ready to go. I don't know what my grandpa was doing in the house, but my grandma was like, I'm gonna leave him, I'm gonna leave him. I've never seen my grandma run before, and she ran in the house and went to go get my grandfather, and she flew me to the hospital. When we actually got to the hospital, they got into the wheelchair or whatever, and my contractions was just really, really bad. It was calm the whole car ride. I feel like God was really with us because he knew my grandmother would freak out and be trying to fly down the street. If, she's a really good driver. She's not like that, but in the instance, who wouldn't? But yeah, I was very calm during the car ride, but it's like when I got to the hospital, it heightened up right then and there. Little did I know, when you start contractions, that doesn't mean that you're gonna have your kid. You have a lot of more hours to go. So when we got to the front desk, there was a lady there trying to do some paperwork or whatever the case may be, and she was just like didn't care. And my grandmother was getting my stuff out the car, and my grandpa was parking the car. So by the time she came in, I'm like, Grandma, she doesn't care that I'm like in labor. Like, she does not care. My grandma was like, she is in labor. You need to get her to where she's going, which was so funny. I've never seen my grandma like that, but like I was just like, it was honestly a movie scene. I was so freaking angry because I'm like, why aren't you trying to help me? Like, just get me to a room. Which it was still a process because they put me in a little room. They was taking my temperature, all of that good stuff, my blood pressure. And then they finally, I think I had to wait for a little bit. They put me back in the waiting room, and then they took me upstairs. And I didn't get, that happened around like 11, no, around, like we got to the hospital around 11:30, 12 o'clock. I didn't get my epidural until 4 a.m. When I tell you guys, also, since I had gestational diabetes, I couldn't like walk around to handle the contractions. So I had to lay back and stay on the monitor so they can monitor and make sure that she was okay, which made the contractions like 10 times worse. I thought I was dying. Like, I thought my life was over with. So I didn't get my epidural until 4 a.m. So I was just like dying that whole time. And I couldn't do what I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to be that kind of woman to like move around, bounce on the ball, have a good time, do a little dance. I couldn't do none of that because I had gestational diabetes. So therefore, I had to lay back on the thing, on the bed, and I just was like, it was excruciating. And it didn't help because I didn't practice breathing exercises. I didn't do none of that. I kind of was just in la la land while I was pregnant. Yeah, so it was very hard because anytime I felt like the contractions were coming, I would tense up, which made it 10 times worse. But yeah, it was very excruciating. Like, I told my grandma, I was like, I'm never having another kid. Now, I know I want another kid because the joy of having a kid, but Jesus, I need the epidural way faster next time. I am an epidural mom. I am not no natural mom. I couldn't do it. Now my next pregnancy, if I don't have gestational diabetes and I don't have to be on the monitor, I will try to go as long as I can through without getting epidural, because I went to the bathroom one time during that time and I was able to handle that contraction that I had in the bathroom. I was just like holding on to the bar. So I feel like I can handle it if, you know, if I'm able to like move around and stand up or whatever the case may be. I don't know if that's TMI, but just to let you guys know. But yeah, so I didn't get my epidural till like 4 a.m., which I was completely scared. They gave me some medicine prior because it was just so excruciating, but I still had to wait till 4 a.m. to get my epidural. So I was kind of like drugged up when they were doing the epidural, and I know that if they make any kind of slip ups or mess ups or anything like that, you can be paralyzed. So it was just like really hard to like hold my body up and, you know, be in alignment. And then I also found out then I had scoliosis, which my spinal cord is crooked. So because it took him like 10 punches to actually give me the epidural, I felt it when it went in. But yeah, after I got the epidural, I think when it was time to give birth, I told them, they said I couldn't record, which I wish somebody would have still just recorded, just to have it, not to post or anything like that. But yeah, I wish I would have that footage. But since I don't, I told them they can put the mirror up, so I was able to see me give birth to my little baby girl. And I used to call her Peanut, and she actually came out to be a peanut. She was very healthy, everything went fine, and now she's 2. Now she is a terrible 2, and I just want to shove her back up in there because, like, what? We gotta try again. We gotta give birth all over again because I can't. Now, my daughter is a joy. I love my daughter. I love every like minute with her. But the struggles is like when, you know, they come into their own. They're becoming their own person, which you definitely want to promote them to become their own person. But when they're trying to become their own person, they also don't listen to anything that you have to say. They still do what they want to do and think that they can get away with it. So I'm going through that process now of not only trying to potty train, but also train her up to be respectful, to be responsible, and, you know, to also be a kid, you know, to know, like, let her have fun, but also be safe. Because kids just try to do whatever comes to mind, and not all times is it safe. But yes, I'm going through the struggles of that right now. So if you're a mom, please drop a comment down below. I would like to talk to you guys and see what it's like how are you planning on disciplining your child? I know I tried to put her in the corner. We do spankings. Yes, I spank my kid because that's in the Bible. So I'm going to spank my kid, and I'm going to teach my kid sometimes do spankings because that's how you're going to get it. But I do want to try other methods of discipline. So if you guys have any ideas of how other ways to discipline, and not just discipline, but other things that I could do with my kids to have fun. I know you guys seen certain vlogs for the Vlogmas day 7. We went to see Santa, and to be honest, we had a good time, but then it was just like a certain point where it was just like she just wanted to do whatever she wanted to do and didn't want to listen. And it's just like, oh, I don't want to take you anywhere because you don't want to listen. So if you guys have those troubles of being a mom, not only just being a mom or parent, if you're a single mom, because I feel like we're at a different, because we have to be a mom and a dad. We have to take it all in. We don't have the luxury of being just like the fun mom and then let dad be all stern. No, that's not the story of my life right now. And I'm not ashamed of that. I'm not upset about that. Me and her father are, we're okay. And that's just what that is. But we're not in a relationship. We don't want to be in a relationship. And I'm just waiting on my husband. Where you at, husband? But yeah, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Hope you guys enjoyed my little story there, my little rant. And stay tuned for Vlogmas Day 10. We're already at Vlogmas Day 10. Like, what? I love you, angels. I hope to see you next video. Make sure you like this video. Send those thumbs up. submit that notification bell. We do have things going on. I tend to do fun things during the weekends because I work during the week. So a lot of during the week will probably be like a lot of information, things about me, or how to do a lot of how-tos and all of that good stuff probably during the week. And then the weekend is where all the fun stuff happens. So stay tuned for this weekend because Vlogmas Day 13, honey, the Christmas party here at my job, I'm so excited for it. And I got another Christmas party to go to, so stay tuned for that. I love you, angels. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Don't leave without subscribing, period.
Money.